No niin, täällä ollaan sitten Jack and Daxter kadonnut maailman pelin parissa, jota pelaamassa on Slysonic. Sitä ennen pari lahjoitusta vielä luetaan. 15 € anonyymiltä. Tämä Spyrosin taso tekee Rutikanjonin ja mamman ylpeäksi. Rakastan tätä sonnilaumaa. 5 € anonyymiltä ilman kommenttia. Ja 50 € Jertsalta. Kuka muistaa legendaarisen Spyrosin tapahtuman, jossa opeteltiin credit skippiä yömyöhäin ja onnistuin kerran 3 tunnin harjoittelun jälkeen. Pitkälle ollaan tultu niistä ajoista. Kiitoksia paljon lahjoittaneille ja seuraavaksi meitä vie eteenpäin Slysonic Jack and Daxterin kanssa. Slysonic, take a lead.
Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Jack and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, otherwise known as that. I'm Slysonic. I'm going to be your runner for today, and we're going to be running hero mode. Hero mode is just NG plus, pretty much. You get everything and a bunch of power-ups, etc., etc. Let's just not waste any time and just get started real quick. That's not a good file. Give me one moment. There we go. We go here. And yeah, time will begin when I sort of save and load over this file, so I'll give you the countdown when that's good to go. Yeah, sure, that one. Alright, we will get started in 3, 2, 1, Lenkilä. Alright, so this game has quite a reputation for being one of the Jack games that exist. This released on the PSP in like 2009, I believe, and it also had a really bad PS2 port. Guess which one people played? This is going to be the PSP version. I'm playing on a PlayStation TV, so at any point the game could crash, because, you know, that's awesome. Our main form of movement is punching, and, you know, we are punching fireballs because, I don't know, NG plus reasons. That's a power-up for some reason. If we go to the left, we do what we're supposed to do, which is grab the green eco crystal and then immediately turn back. But instead, if we go around here, and I do this right, we just start gaining height by punching against this. And if I do it at the right position, we can keep gaining height here, and eventually we'll be able to jump out of bounds. Now, if I do this wrong, I can and will crash the game, so I'm gonna take this a little bit slower than I normally would. Let's see. There we go. Alright, we're in the clear. So now we can double jump to get back in bounds, and we just skipped like 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay, because that's cool, I guess. The game is a little bit confused as to where we are, but don't worry about it. We're going to continue with the game like normal, even though the game still thinks the first mission is active. Yeah, we're just going to move along here. And we're going to face off against our first boss fight pretty soon. This is actually the first boss fight in the game, coincidentally enough, and it's literally 5 minutes into the run. 2 minutes, close enough. So the big difference between this game and the classic, you know, Jack games is we have these like eco powers that we get from these idols. For example, right here, we can create a platform, and wow, that's cool. We're going to be abusing a lot of them. They're supposed to be quite limited, but we're in hero mode, so that limit does not exist. And here we have the first boss, which is, I think his name is like Uberbot or something, I don't know, but yeah, his first phase here, we can only beat him with the amplifier here, and again, it's supposed to be completely limited what you can do, but we are invincible, we have unlimited ammo, we have unlimited eco, so we can just melt the fight. Oh, he jumped over there, that's weird. And the extraordinary amount of lag from the PlayStation TV version, very nice. And now we go into the next phase where we get our most overpowered hero mode buff, the eco rocket jump. Yeah, his health bar just kind of melts with the eco rocket jump. There's an upgrade that turns it into an explosion, and using that in conjunction with our sort of grenade launcher gun is massive damage. So that's the first boss done. Those rocks disappeared because we're supposed to beat the fight in a much slower manner, but, you know, huge. So now we just gotta get back and we get introduced to the greatest, best ever mechanic that this game has ever introduced. I'm also going to do a pause here. It's going to be very random, but I think it's faster. I don't know. I found this out like in the practice room, so it's probably faster to pause there, weirdly enough. And same with this one. Wow, the door opened. And we get into the Hellcat here, which we crash landed, but it's miraculously fixed because we skipped like 30 minutes, you know, don't worry about it. And now we get into the dogfighting. Now this is where the game really shines here, with its creativity and other such buzzwords. We're gonna have to shoot down parts of this galleon so that it slows down and so on and so forth. I'm going to be doing this in a pretty specific way that just, you know, is faster, you know, speedrun. I'm gonna go back here, turn around. And the game wants us to take out the engines at the bottom first, but we're actually going to do the backside first of all, simply because there's a lot of stuff here to break. We need to break these tiny little turrets and the big thrusters here. Oh, that did not die yet. There we go. So this is our first plane that we get in the game, so it's very bad and very underpowered, and it's sort of forced to be like that. We do have infinite plane ammo and infinite plane health, so that makes this a lot easier. We can just spam pretty much. And we don't have to worry about the lock-on screen. Yep.
Jack, you gotta take out those turrets before we can land.
So we are going to just take out the last few things here. The hitboxes for these things are obnoxiously weird. I could not explain how to do this properly, but so far this is going well. Let's just see if I can hit the last one here with the 2 pixels that it occupies on the PSP screen. And yeah, now we just have to wait for the dialogue because awesome.
Let him land, boys. I think he's proven himself more than determined.
And now we're going to save and load here because it is way faster than watching the whole docking animation and all of that. So, wahoo. Playing this on PSTV has pretty fast loads. They're not as fast as emulator, which is what like 99% of the boards play on, but you know, I like my consoles, I guess. So now we have to go up here to progress the story a little bit, and we activate the secrets menu here, because this is the scene player. If I watch a random assortment of cutscenes, I think it's this one, I don't know, we'll see. And we go here, we actually unlock the next area of the game, which is the older open barracks, and that skipped like a solid 20-30 minutes right there, just opening the scene player and watching the cutscene. You know, cool, I guess. That just unlocks older open barracks, which is a nice save, but it doesn't quite do anything big directly to us. This is the console we used to get cool new plane weapons and modifiers, but, you know, hero mode, epic. And we save game here, because this legitimately saves like minutes across the full game run if you save and load at these points here, because awesome game, you know. And yeah, once we're in the barracks, the current mission we have active is like getting into the barracks and using this like teleport ability that you unlock earlier to do, you know, puzzles and stuff and whatnot. Instead, we're going to watch one of the final cutscenes in the game, and that will literally just immediately warp us to the end game, because I guess no one checked to see if the scene player did anything, I guess. Like I said, well-made game. So we are just gonna punch through forward here. And once we touch this trigger and the game fades to black, I'm going to skip the cutscene. Go here, and I think, yeah, it's this one. And then all of a sudden we get taken to the Dark Daxter section. There are 3 of these in this game, and we have just spawned into the 3rd and last one, so that's cool. If you don't know anything about Dark Daxter, or this is your first time seeing TLF, don't worry about it. He just kind of exists. He's supposed to have this like top-down puzzle style of gameplay, but this last one is more so like a get-to-the-end barrage kind of thing. There are a few puzzles we have to solve with switches and, you know, dealing with this annoying frenzy mode that keeps bonking us everywhere. Absolutely everything is a bonk in frenzy mode, which is really annoying. But, yeah. This one, I guess, is a mini puzzle. We have to hit this and then use the fire to break open these things. There we go. Hit the button, fire, and then back up here. Assuming we stop bonking, that would be nice. Yep, 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 okay. And now we have these big switches here that we have to use the enemies for, because Dark Daxter just has the ability to pick up enemies, I guess. Yep, we just gotta throw them on these switches here. Wow, huge. And yep, the hardest thing about Dark Daxter is just literally bonking everywhere. It's really annoying, but we roll with it. Throw that guy here, and off we go. Pick this up, throw him here. This is really just remember what to do, which is not go in a straight line, pretty much. Oh, I hit all of those barriers. That was sick. I'm sick with it. Holy. I'm gonna cheese these things here by just throwing a guard lightly at them, and it works. And that was Dark Daxter. We get a lovely little look at him here. Ain't he beautiful? He's so beautiful.
No, not done playing yet.
Good night. So now we're back to Jack. We are now in the European Palace, which is the big 20-minute thing we skipped at the very beginning of the game. But now it is in ruins and ashes, and we have a weapons lock for some reason that we have to disable. So you're supposed to like melee these guys and stuff like that, but you know. We have Eco Rocket Jump, which is just extremely overpowered in hero mode. You just annihilate everything, and you will see that to great effect later on. But first we need to do Palace, which is just, you know, navigating through pretty much. You get to use this power up again. Wow. And then these swingy poles are really annoying. You have to be really specific with what you're doing. Go. And that should be good. Yep, cool. And then there's these really annoying cycles that start at some point. I don't know, global cycle, local cycle, you know, buzzword, etc. The camera does not like you here either, and because this is a PSP game, you use the L and R buttons on top of the PSP to move the camera. Oh, that was really scary, but alright. There we go. And also another fun quirk with the camera, it actively slows the game down if you turn the camera, so don't touch the camera unless you really want to, I guess, I don't know. And then here's this amazing cutscene that I don't know why this exists, but you just literally have to stand here for 10 minutes or 10 seconds. The fun fact, you can actually die in this cutscene if you're in any percent. But because we're invincible, we don't have to worry about it. But in any percent, we do this like really complicated setup just to not die in the cutscene. It's really stupid. And speaking of really stupid, we have a very hard boss fight coming up, and this is genuinely one of the hardest parts of like an any percent playthrough. But I mean, in case you haven't realized, we're in NG+, we're in hero mode, so this is going to be, you know. Where is he going? I mean, he can still run around, I guess, but, you know. Wow. And now he's going to do his next phase here, which we're going to use the slowdown ability, or the eco reflexes, to just trap him here so that he never goes to the outside area, and he's gone. Wow. incredibly complicated and intricate in any percent. You know, you have minimum things, so you have to be super specific, but in hero mode it's just bang. Ow. And now coming up is the immediate next boss fight, which is Dark Skyheed. This is the main guy we're, you know, against this game. He's cool, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, so touchy.
We just have to stare at him for a bit.
Power will be your undoing.
I have to do a very specific setup here, because I want to try and skip a phase of his fight if I do a really specific setup with the eco reflexes and the rocket jumps here.
So futile. I don't even feel your attacks, worm.
So he's at about half-ish health. That's pretty good for our cycle skip.
Doing with that plane? Holy crap, he picked up that plane!
I just really had to let that dialogue line play, sorry. That was a really good one. Good one, Daxter. Yeah. He's doing a lot of damage. He completely missed. And he threw a plane. Alright, now
Plane at us.
more specific things to skip the cycle, yada yada, etc.
You are nothing without the dark.
This should be good for a cycle skip. Oh, actually I threw it a little. Okay, we got it. Nice. If we didn't get it, he would have to do that annoying plane thing again, and that's really long, but here we just have to spam the green gun, and he's gone. Actually, we have to wait for him to attack. Oh, we have to wait for him to attack again. Do I have to shoot him again? Yes, I had to shoot him again. Ignore me, I'm a terrible runner. And that's Dark Skyheed. Wow. So, we didn't quite defeat him, we knocked him out, I guess, and for some reason he is in perfect condition to fly a plane out of here, even though he is, like, 5 times the size as his normal form. He can still... Where am I? I just got stuck on the staircase. He is still perfectly able to fly a plane and run away from us, so we gotta chase after him. And that's the last you will see of regular Jack for the entire run. The rest of the run is in plane now. Save and load here. Big saving, time save. Wow. And now we have to do the pursuit section, which, you know, the game tries to say, yeah, you gotta defeat Skyheed here. It's gonna say it in the top left. He has a silly name apparently in Finnish. I don't know. Eventually it will say it in the top left. I mean, you know. There we go. That's his name. We have to stop him.
Unauthorized access detected.
So we can completely ignore Skyheed here. We don't have to. Oh yeah, I forgot to let Daxter explain what the weapons do.
Judgment missiles.
But yeah, we have to just charge in front of him. We don't actually have to defeat him,
Sure, no matter what you do, the
because
judgment
he is
missiles will
health gated by a lot, which is one of those, you know, big gotcha things. I am really bad at hitting him, but right now I'm just literally holding 2 buttons and it's firing extremely overpowered weapons. Apparently I hit him enough to open the portal. Okay, that was interesting. Can't say I've done that before, but yeah. Now we can just pretty much ignore all of this because we have infinite plane health and infinite ammo and etc, etc. We just rush to the end. If we get too far away, the game tries to time us out, but this timer is really broken. Like, even if it were to hit 0 seconds, it would just stay there for like another 10 seconds. It's really funny and weird. But yeah. Just fire a bunch of homing shots at him. Is that good enough? Alright, there we go. That's good enough. And yeah. These like Armageddon shots do a lot of damage really quickly. You're supposed to only have 2 of them, and they're supposed to refill very, very slowly as like a last resort weapon. But we have like an auto fire ability because NG+, where we can just hold the button and it will spam it. And we have 40 of them, and we have infinite amounts of ammo. So that gets broken very, very quickly. I might actually fail this. Hold on. I'm I'm gonna stall out a bit. Oh, I failed it. Oops. I forgot. Oh yeah, if you get timed out, you have to do the entire flight again. That's a bit awkward. Today I learned. Wow, isn't that insane, guys? I'm doing this again. I'm gonna go to the end. There we go. 0, 0, 0. Not even close, guys. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we just absolutely melt his health bar, even though we actually do not need to kill him at all. It's still a lot faster to just hit his health gate and then go to the next part.
Destroy unauthorized users.
I don't know what that voice is. I fail to believe it's like some sort of supercomputer, because that's just not something that works out in this world. But apparently we're destroying unauthorized users. I can't explain why we're using computer terminology, but you know. Huge. Alright, this time I will not fail this, trust me. Bang bang. Where's the portal? I still have not learnt where these portals spawn, because they spawn at really random times. They spawn at consistent places, but really random times. That's what I'm figuring out. Shout out to the 2 people that run this game, I guess, that probably know better than me. I say probably, as if they don't. They definitely know way better than me about this game. Alright, this time we're going to take it slow. Huge. Alright, and wow, that's the ending. Huge. And wouldn't you believe it, we're back in the exact same arena and we have to do the exact same thing of holding 2 buttons. Wow, he is gone. The exit portal will spawn one day. There it is. And yeah, I'm gonna stall out here for a bit. And yeah, like I said, don't have to defeat him, so now we just gotta go back pretty much. Because awesome game, awesome plot, I guess. So we just go back to the Phantom Blade and then we say we need a plan of action, but instead of saying that, we're just going to say, yeah, immediately take me back to the plane, please. So we're going to save a note here. Wahoo. Big. And now we get to use the other plane in the run. We primarily use 2 planes. One of them is like way closer to, you know, traveling to there, and the other one is just way faster and way more powerful, which is this one here, this yellow plane. It's pretty good. It can hold 3 weapons, and it can hold way more ammo than the other planes, I believe. That could be a made-up fact. Yeah. That could be a made-up lie, but you would never know. I can waffle all I want.
Well, here we are.
And this is the final boss. It's very long. It's quite a long final boss, but yeah, we just have to sit through this cinematic of the Phantom Blade shooting the shield down, and now we have to fight the exposed parts. This is meant to be like one of those big scary, like, oh, he's an invincible plane, how are we gonna stop him? That's like sort of the whole, like, last half of the story. How are we gonna stop the behemoth? But here we are, stopping the behemoth. The sound is really annoying. I can't do anything about that. That's just what the, like, purple gun sounds like. It does sound cooler. It sounds like I'm doing tons of damage even though I'm hitting absolutely nothing. So, you know, stuff that sounds cool is cool. They're going to do their funny shield disable thing, and then we're going to go up there and shoot that. So, fun fact, you saw me fight some, you know, fighter jets after I destroyed the side crystals or whatever. Fun fact, those can actually get completely stuck inside the behemoth's shield, and it loses like a minute if that happens. So, that will definitely not happen. I'm also trying to shoot some Armageddons off here, just because during this cinematic, yeah, right there. the Armageddons can hit the enemy ships before you gain control, which is awesome, I guess. Fire a few here. I'll check on that guy after. Hopefully he's not stuck in the shield. That would be hilarious, but time loss. Okay, he's here. Huge. Did I not kill that other guy? I was like aiming at him. Okay, there we go. Game's weird. I'm looking at the mini-map, but I'm convinced this mini-map is just not accurate at all, so go figure. And now, random shield for no real reason. This is a pain to deal with in a normal run, but, you know, we have overpowered weapons in hero mode, so that's cool. We're gonna go under here and shoot this down. That should be good enough. And hopefully we get some bonus kills here. That would be pretty nice. We didn't get any. Sad. Worst day of my life, honestly. And we're gonna just shoot through here.
Smoke like a fine ham.
Shoutouts to Ham. Okay, apparently I killed that guy. I did not know where he was, but I killed him. And we're almost done here. We're going to do the big crystal brain thing. I don't know. Yep, we shoot this thing here. And, you know, it has a bunch of health, but, you know, we have a bunch of overpowered weapons. And now we're on to the final phase of the fight. If I did this right... Yes, I did. Alright. I spawned behind the behemoth instead of in front of it because I did a trick, or I did a trick on the plane right before the screen faded to black. And that, for some reason, warps you way further than you're supposed to go. It's weird, but, you know, that's awesome. So with this thing here, this giant laser, it does no extra damage in hero mode, but the crystals that I'm shooting here are have way more health in hero mode. Also, you can skip this entire phase either on NTSC or emulator. I haven't figured that part out, but you can save 75 seconds by just opening the scene player and watching the last cutscene, and it counts the game as beaten. But either I'm on PAL or I'm on console, but I can't get it to work. So, you know, we get to see how much health this annoying crystal stuff has. And time is going to come up very shortly. It's when the screen fades to black here. So, wow, eye shooting.
No! Dark Eco is eternal! Dark Eco is supreme!
And time. And that is Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. Hero mode any percent. It's a pretty damn short category. It's about 45 minutes shorter than no scene player skip. Also, there is a Finnish dub in this game, but it's only in the cutscenes and not during gameplay. Don't worry about it. Weird thing is that a bunch of other languages have that on the PSP version where the gameplay is in English, but the PS2 version has every language dubbed fully except Finnish, which is weird. But yeah. That is Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Short and sweet run. Thank you very much for FINNRUNS for letting me show that off. And yeah, that's probably about it for me. Shoutouts to Trent. And yeah.
Thank you, Slysonic, for coming here and showing us this excellent game. If you have any other comments left, here is the chance. The stage is yours.
Check this game out. At least try it. It might not be that bad. I don't think it's that bad. But you know, give it a try.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, coming up is Harpis with 5 Nights at Rex Hotel. Don't miss on that, Gem.
Banger after banger.